Hello everyone, this is a little impromptu, spur-of-the-moment video I'm doing. As you can tell by my shirt, something incredible is happening today. I just want to talk about super briefly. I know I don't do a lot of these like sit-down talk type things unless it's some kind of channel announcement or like big thing coming up, I mean, this is a big thing coming up. Anyway, so suffice it to say, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith is coming back in theaters for its 20-year anniversary this weekend, and that was a very pivotal movie in my life at a young age. That kind of shaped me into who I am today in terms of interests and hobbies. I had seen like other Star Wars movies before that, but this was the first opportunity where it was age appropriate for me to go see one. And so my dad took me and my brother Luke in 2005 to go see it. And, kind of growing up with the VHS tapes of the originals and seeing the episodes 1 and 2 as well. Not as often, obviously, as the original trilogy, but just growing up with that was like deeply influential. And so all this hype as a young person, I think I was 9, or I was about to turn 9, something like that. Being able to go into that theater and experience Star Wars as it is meant to be viewed was incredibly exciting for me at that time, at that age. And I made it my personality for a long time. The whole Star Wars hype. We even have a really old home video of Dad put us all in this scavenger hunt, like the whole family, not just me, all the kids, put us through the scavenger hunt. Where we would go to a location, read a clue, try to figure out where it was nearby, go there, find another clue, and it all culminated at this telescope that was pointed somewhere to the back of our property. And we were looking through it, we were trying to see something. I forget what the clue was for whatever we were looking at, but I remember we were looking through the telescope, we couldn't see, and then we had like a brush pile that had a whole bunch of sticks on it and everything, from a land clearing job that my dad was doing, and we saw something in that brush pile, and so we take off running so fast, zoom right to the backfield. It must have been like 200, 300 yards away. We're like dead sprinting. We're going out there, and the home video captures all this, so you can see all this happen. And it turns out, my parents had gotten us the DVD for Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and us just being blown away of like, we have it. We don't have to, we don't have to remember the scenes from the movie that we saw one time months ago or whatever, and endlessly obsess over those memories and those feelings. Now we have it in our hands, and that just being an incredible sense of joy to have that. So, like I said, deeply informative and influential in my younger years, and now it being 20 years later, oh, where does the time go, man? I know it's like, oh, Caleb, you're young still, but vividly being able to remember over 20 years ago, it's like, what is happening, And so I found a matinee ticket. Today's Friday. I found a matinee ticket for, and it's actually in a couple of minutes from now, so I gotta wrap up this video pretty soon, so I gotta get going. But just being able to watch it again in theaters after 20 years, almost exactly 20 years, is huge. A lot of my other family and extended family are seeing it in theaters also through various means. There's people that are doing like the upgraded seats, and they have like the smoke machines and everything, and and others are doing like just like the standard theater experience. And however you want to see it, however you want to experience it is obviously completely up to you. But everyone is going for the same reason, and it's to see the full transformation of Anakin into Darth Vader, and the fall of the Republic, the rise of the Empire, and dare I say it, the best prequel Star Wars movie. and kind of maturing and reflecting on the past, it is one of the best Star Wars movies. The prequels got a lot of hate, but I think that was just a very reactionary type thing, where it being like so different than the original trilogy. But now looking back, I mean, there's a little bit of bias. There's a little bit of rose-tinted glasses that we have going on. But Episode 3 is definitely one of the best Star Wars movies of all time. And there's been a lot of Star Wars movies. There's been some real stinkers, and there have been some real gems. And I feel very comfortable saying that Revenge of the Sith is one of the gems. And I'm not just speaking as an excited 9-year-old having his first Star Wars experience in the theaters. I'm talking as an almost 30-year-old guy who loves Star Wars, is a huge fan of it, fantasy and sci-fi in general, and now going back to see it. What a treat. What an absolute treat. But hey, that's going to do it for the end of this video. If you have the opportunity, go see it. You're going to get a lot less enjoyment out of it if you're not a Star Wars fan and haven't had the other movies as context. I don't know, maybe take that into consideration. But if you are a Star Wars fan, even in a small way, even just casually, like, oh yeah, I've seen the movies, once before, over time, this is still going to be a great experience to go and involve yourself in. So that's going to do it. I'm going to put on my jacket. I'm going to sneak in a coffee or a soda, maybe a little bag of chips to eat. And I'm going to go watch Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Man, it's a good year. All right, guys, take care. Deuces. Well, guys, that's the experience. Man, like, what a refreshing Star Wars experience. It hits all the same story beats and emotions and everything, just like if you saw it the first time through. You can watch it on DVD all you want, or on streaming at home all you want, but there is just something like magical about the theater experience as a whole. And Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary did not disappoint. Man, great movie. I there's not much else to say other than go watch it, go see it. If you're a casual to diehard Star Wars fan, I keep saying it's truly special, and I don't think we can afford to miss it. Definitely something to talk about for years to come. Remember how big the anniversary editions were of the original series was when those came back out in theaters and on VHS in the late 90s. I mean, some of us younger folks won't remember that, but some of the original fans do, and they remember how special that was, just in time for the prequels to come out. And so kind of seeing the flip side of that for the prequels to the modern day is just incredible. And I can say the word incredible a million times, and it might sound old and worn out, but this movie certainly is not. It certainly holds up and stands the test of time when it comes to Star Wars. That's going to be it, folks. Deuces. Oh, that's a motorcycle.